Today, I'm going to read 5 pages of this book, Ratburger, carried on from the last video. I hope you enjoy. The headmaster would expel her on the spot if she returned. Raj? No, he was terrified of rats. He ran down the street in panic when he saw baby one. There was no way she could get him to step 1 foot inside the warehouse with thousands of rats inside. The police? No. They would never believe Joe's incredible story. She would just be another girl from the rough estate, suspended from school, and now lying to get herself out of trouble. Since Jo was so young, the police would march her straight home to a wicked stepmother. There was just one person who could help her right now, Dad. It was a long time since he had been a proper father to her, since he had come home and given her extraordinary ice creams to taste, or played with her in the park. But Sheila was wrong. Dad did love her. He always did. He just became so sad he couldn't show it anymore. Jo knew where to find him, the pub. There was a massive problem. It is against the law for the children to go into pubs. The Executioner and X. Joe's dad went to the same boozer every day, a flat-roofed pub on the edge of the estate, with the cross of St. George hanging above the door and a ferocious-looking Rottweiler tied up outside. It was not a place for girls, indeed. The law said that only over 16 were allowed inside. Jo was 12. Even worse, she was small for her age and looked younger. The Executioner and Axe was the name of the pub, and it was even less welcoming than it sounded. Carefully stepping round the Rottweiler outside, Jo peered in through the cracked window of the pub. She saw a man who looked like her dad sitting alone, slumped over a table, a half-full pint glass in his hand. He must have simply fallen asleep in the pub. She banged on the cracked window, but he didn't budge. Jo knocked harder this time, but Dad did not rise from his slumber. Now, Jo had no choice but to break the law and go in. She took a deep breath and stood up on her tiptoes to make herself a bit taller, so there was zero chance anyone would think she was old enough to be in there. As the door swung open, several fat, bald blokes wearing England football shirts looked around and then down to Jo's hate. The pub was barely a place for a woman, let alone girls. "Get out of here!" shouted the ruddy-faced landlord. He also had a bald head framed by some wisps of hair that at the side and a ponytail. There was a tattoo on his head that said West Ham. Actually, it didn't. It said Matt Stewart. He had obviously done it himself in front of a mirror because it was all backwards. "No," said Jo. "I need to get my dad." "I don't care," barked the landlord. Out of my pub. If you check me out, I will report you to the police for allowing underage drinkers here." "What the blazes do you mean?" "Who?" Jo took a sip of an old toothless man's pint from a nearby table. "Me," she said triumphantly, before the disgusting taste of the alcohol permeated her tongue, and she felt suddenly more than a little sick. The ruddy-faced man with the ponytail was evidently quite befuddled by this logic, and fell silent for a moment. Okay, that's 5 pages. Thank you for listening. Please remember to subscribe, like, and put on notification for more videos like this. Bye bye.